Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we want to check formation of quadratic equation with given roots. What does that supposed to mean? Once you are given roots of a quadratic equation, once you are given two roots of a quadratic equation, and you are asked to get the quadratic equation whose roots are the ones given, how are we going to do it? Let's take, for instance, let's say let alpha and beta be the roots of a quadratic equation. Let alpha and beta be the two roots. We know that in a quadratic equation, we always have two roots. So suppose that alpha is one of the roots, then beta is one of the roots. Then we can say S is equals to alpha or S is equals to beta. Meaning that the two roots can either be alpha or beta. So in that case, we can have x minus alpha equals to 0, or we have x minus beta equals to 0. Can put this in brackets. As S minus alpha is equals to 0, S minus beta is equals to 0. Meaning that if we transfer alpha to the other side, we can have S minus alpha as 0. And if we transfer beta to the other side, we can have x minus beta is 0. So therefore, in this case, we can have x minus alpha multiplied by x minus beta is equals to 0. Since we know that this guy is 0, this guy is 0, then the product of this guy and this guy must be equals to 0. And from there, we can multiply the two together. We have x squared minus x beta minus x alpha plus alpha beta is equals to 0. And in that case, we can have x squared minus, we can bring out s since it is common, x into bracket, this is beta plus alpha, then plus alpha beta is equals to 0. So if I need to rearrange it very well, what I will have is x squared minus, we can rearrange it, open a bracket, alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equals to 0, where our alpha plus beta represents the sum of the roots, then our alpha beta represents the product of the roots. And we know very much well that the sum of the roots of a quadratic equation is minus b over a. Meaning that if we have a quadratic equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, normally the sum of the roots alpha plus beta is minus b divided by a, while the product of the roots alpha beta is c divided by a. There's a way we arrive at this. We have sum of the roots minus b over a, and the product of the roots as what? C over a. These are one of those things we'll be using. We'll use it in solving some questions as time goes on. And again, in my next video, I have to show us how the sum of the root of a quadratic equation is minus b over a, and how the product of the root is c over a. I remain Banjole Peter, BSc Maths OAU, MBBS in View, Lautech. Good afternoon once again.